Today is the day that I actually look at my life and reflect on the ups and downs and everything that I've faced thus far. I know that I've made the choices that has led me to where I stand, and many people may address this reality the same way I address it. I addressed it today like I wish I made different choices back then. I mean, no one is perfect. This is something we all know. But I wish I found Christ at a younger age where I could have made a little wiser decisions. But since I didn't, I'm not mad. I'm hurt at some of the things I've done in life. But I know God has forgiven me, and I need to forgive myself. Which is the same with everyone that's listening to this video. Today is the day to forgive self. Today is the day to stop pointing fingers. Today is the day to become new. You don't have to look back at your past. You don't even have to try to look far into your future. What you can do today is just live today, right now, in the now, which many of us tend to miss out at. Every second counts, man. And every second we should be striving to find the one that truly loves us and cares about us. And that is Jesus Christ. I know I'm a saved man, so I need to start living as one. I think I need to reach as many lost souls that I can and try to bring to this marvelous light that I have found. It's been years that I've neglected my family by using drugs. I had money as my God. I had pride as my God. I mean, when I look at it now, I've made that choice to do the things that I've done, so there's no one to actually blame. Sometimes we look at our circumstances in our past on how we was raised and who introduced me to this and who introduced me to that, and we tend to blame those things. And if we don't have responsibility and don't hold ourselves accountable for the things that we chose to do, then we will always miss the point. See, I believe that change starts with self and then it works its way out. And change is the key thing to change is to recognize that you have made the choices that you made to get to where you are. So that means we have to put that finger of blame away and then just pull out the mirror and look at ourselves for who we truly are. When we actually see that, then we understand that, okay, I can actually make better choices to have a better life. But before we can actually do that, we have to change the way we think so we can understand what the better choices are. So before you light your next blunt, ask yourself, am I really ready to accept all the things that come with smoking this? Before you crack your next beer, ask yourself, do I really want to be intoxicated where I miss precious seconds of my life? I know some of this stuff sounds lame, and the only reason why it sounds lame to some people is because they are lame. But let me explain to you what lame is. Lame is a deformed individual that was never able to gain strength in his ankles. So he was never able to stand. Look it up. That's lame. How many people do you see that are lame out there right now? Unable to stand. Unless, of course, they have a blunt, beer, or crack, or money, or women, whatever the case may be. Or clothes, jewelry, cars, houses, anything that they can use to actually stand on. I'm going to tell you this, I'm a lame man too, because I can't stand unless I have Jesus Christ there to support me. Matter of fact, he is the light to my feet, man, where I'm able to see my path that I walk in. See, I'd rather see it now today instead of walking around in this world with my eyes closed. And some people may think like, hold on, man, who actually do that? I'm not talking about our actual eyes. I'm talking about the eyes of our mind being shut to the truth of who we truly are. Fathers, your children need you. It's time for you to be the leader that you need to be. The best leader is the one that makes leaders out of its followers. So that's something that you need to focus on. Are you making leaders out of your followers, which are your children? Mothers, it's time for you to actually nourish your children the way they need to be nourished. You know, instead of getting locked up in the ways of life and going out to clubs and getting their hair done and this and that and having this big fashion statement like America's Next Top Model. That's not doing it. Our kids need you to read to them at bedtime. They need for you to hug them for no reason at all, just because you love them. They need for you to have things in order at the house. Yeah, a lot of these falls on the responsibility of a mother. A mother is the nurturer. You know, the difference between a male and a female, a woman and a man, is this right here. Women are relational and men are positional. Just look at the way men talk when they talk to each other. First thing we say is, what's up? We really want to know what's up. What you doing in life? Where you stand? How you living? But a woman talking to another woman, their conversation is like this. Hey, here go my kids. Here goes a picture of my family, and this is what we're trying to do later on this year, and you know, it's all those type of things that separates us. So men, if you are positional, you need to be teaching your children how to hold their position. Mothers, if you're relational, right, and that is what you are, the same as men, you are positional, right? Women, you need to show your children how to relate with other individuals, how to live in a relationship, how to respect a relationship. These are the things you learn from them. You learn from your mothers, you know, and I think that women have been doing a fine job at it, truthfully, overall. Most women do. I think the problem is men forget to put the position in, because sometimes we misunderstand how we supposed to put that position. Sometimes we do it in a dominant way by putting our hands on our women. But the whole thing is this: I think that men don't know their position. I think a majority of men are struggling with their position. You know why? Because the absence of men in their life. Men as fathers in their life. That absence. But I tell you this, there's a father that never will abandon you or leave you. And that father is in the book. That good book, the Holy Bible. And there's a book in the Holy Bible that I think every man should read. It's 31 Proverbs. That's one proverb, one whole chapter of Proverbs a day. That will cover a month. I believe if we read one of those a day, men, that we will find out who we truly are and how to conduct ourselves as men, fathers, and husbands in our household. And also as great community leaders. I believe that we need that because the book of Proverbs is about self-discipline. It teaches us to discipline ourselves. While I was in prison for 9 years, I learned to be an autodidact. An autodidact is a self-taught person. You know, I had to reestablish who I was. But in the process of being that self-taught person, I had to turn to the person that knows all the answers, and that was Jesus Christ. And he helped me find who I really need to be. However, when I got out of prison, I stumbled in a major way. I fell right back to the old person. which many of us do. But I believe by my stumbling back to the old me, I found out that I'm not perfect. And I found out that I have to chase him every day. I have to seek him every day. And that's been my process to make me a better man today. So I pray that God is with you. And if he isn't, I pray that you find him. Because today is the day.